than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who wants.
It feels good to be here. Hello once again. Welcome to Life Well Lived by Omobola Steven, your class's sassy public style of life. So everyone wants a real person around them. They are simply tired of fake and unreal people. I know that. But how possible can that be? Oftentimes we need to put on a mask in order for us to hide an important aspect of our identity, sometimes the good side and sometimes the ugly side. The truth is, people tend to appreciate the real you. It earns you some respect, I bet you. Don't you think so? Now, masks oftentimes prevent you from sharing the most valuable gifts that you have. That gift is the real you. A distorted replica simply can't replace the real you, believe me. In order to have a deeper and healthy connection with yourself and with others, you may need to unmask. That's the right word. Unmask. Now listen to the word of John Powell, the author of Why I'm Afraid to Tell You Who I Am. He says, most of us feel that others would not tolerate such emotional honesty in communication. We will rather defend our honesty on the ground that it might hurt others, and having rationalized our fondness into nobility, we settle for superficial relationships. Deep and introspective. Inasmuch as a desire to have some people around your life, it would be unwise to think you can end their relationship by being a fake or putting on a mask so that you can be accepted. That's a no-no. This will only draw you back and make you feel less of yourself. Now, when you're always seeking for attention from people, then you're only sabotaging your own true happiness. The only time you can truly be happy is when you are real with yourself. That's the truth. My question is, are you hyper-vigilant about what others think of you and how to please them? Do you seek approval about your figure, the clothes you wear, the size of your home, the car you drive, and how much money you earn? Be honest. Will you almost do anything to get the approval of others? This is a big issue. I mean, a big issue. You are the approval seeker individual, if you must know. Because this mask is most common, and the individuals who wear it are pleasing and agreeable. They have difficulty that setting boundaries because the needs of everyone else is more important to their own needs. The stance is, you count, I don't. Now that's so hard. Truly, almost every one of us desire to be liked, but when this desire overrides everything else, the life becomes focused on how other people react and respond to them. They try to make themselves uncomfortable in order for others to be comfortable. Why? This is not good at all. The approval seeker marks is their ways of getting attention from people. However, when you look deep towards them, they feel unlovable. It isn't a healthy way at all. And really, it isn't healthy in any way. Really, if your personal life story, including your deficiencies, became headline news in a national newspaper, how many people will care? Tell me. Not many people, because most people are far too busy figuring out how to make their own lives work. That's just the truth. So, it may sound so funny, but this is the truth. Now, do you have a mask on? I need you to be real with yourself. Here are some tips for pulling off the mask. Number 1 is to commit to shifting your focus. It is time for you to move the focus from others to you. Now, it is not being selfish or egocentric, not at all. It's about finding a healthy equilibrium between meeting your own needs and genuinely serving others. Now, what the approval seeker does, or the approval seeker can be deluding and time wasting. Instead of looking inwards and honoring your own individuality, you prefer to allow others to receive the applause. Why do you do that? Low self-esteem, low self-worth, or what can that be? Is this really what you're about? That's the question. Sometimes the people you're trying to seek approval from may only want to inflate your ego, but inwardly they don't like the idea of you coming around to seek their opinion. How about that? Absolutely. Let's look at boosting your self-confidence. Always allow others to see you as you really are. That's the truth. Remember, I'm talking about how to be real. Steps to remove the masks that you're wearing. You need to be real. That's the truth. Because your self-confidence is very important when you want to go higher in life. You need to allow people to see you as you really are, not as you manipulate them to see. That's the key word, manipulate. When you have self-confidence, you don't need to struggle with the approval of people. You don't at all. The approval comes naturally. I mean, when you have real good self-confidence, the approval of people comes naturally to you. To have self-confidence is to believe in oneself without waiting on others. That is it. Now, on the flip side, lack of self-confidence makes you appear ordinary to people, and it's not a good thing at all. Letting others think and do for you only makes things worse. If your self-confidence is low, you will always come up short in life. You need to work on your self-confidence. I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging around. Now let's talk about getting in touch with your emotions. It is absolutely okay to respect your feelings and for others to do the same to you. You don't need to apologize for having them, I know. Do try and speak up honestly and openly on issues that bothers you or is of huge importance to your well-being, and don't feel threatened or odd about it. That's it. When you have people around who try to suppress your feelings, they are not good people, they are toxic. You need to move away from them. Remember, I'm talking about how you can be real. So if you're trying to be real and you have people who are trying to make you an unreal or a fake person, you need to get away from that kind of relationship. It's not healthy for you. Being real is the best thing that can ever happen to you. After all, you've got nothing to lose. Remember that you only try to seek the opinions of others, and most times they don't count. Really, they don't count. Let your behavior reflect your honesty with the people in your life. Now, when you're absorbed by what others think of you, the reality is that you're making the situation all about you. That's selfishness. What do they think of me? No wonder people perceive this behavior as being self-centered. That's just it. If you must know, the universe does not revolve around you. That is it. I'm saying it again. The universe does not revolve around you. The people in your life are not spending all day thinking about you unless you're seriously ill or in the middle of a crisis. Absolutely. That is just it. Absolutely. Watch out. Now let's talk about taking care of yourself first. Taking care of yourself must be consciously considered when it comes to having a healthy and balanced life. You have to be available to yourself first before you are to others. This may mean setting a boundary. Now, the reason many people find it difficult to set boundaries is that they get stuck in the rut of wanting approval. Like saying, "But I need you to like me." Why? Why would you say that? If you're confident of yourself, you have a great self-worth and self-value. You don't need to be seeking for people to like you or to accept you. You need to know your self-worth and believe in yourself. The need for constant approval will always rob you of your self-respect and self-esteem. Being afraid to do or say something that might disappoint or hurt someone is no way to live at all. I know, and I've always been a victim of this, really. But day by day, I'm trying to get away from this kind of imprisonment. It's not a healthy way to live at all. If you keep collapsing your boundary so that people in your life will love you more, they will eventually stop trusting you and you will end up resenting them. That is just the truth. It is a big lose scenario if you must know. So what you need to do is to keep reminding yourself that you have more value to them when you love yourself. That is it. You cannot give what you don't have. I hope you've heard the saying before. You cannot give what you don't have. So today, come out and be real. Be real with yourself and be real with the people in your life. It pays a lot. And that is the wrap up for today. You can follow me on my blog site, youmatter2life.com. Click to listen to missed episodes of my talk show. Perhaps you can read up a blog content. Thank you for sticking around once again. See you some other time. Now, from me to you, stay safe and have a bright day while you stay indoors. It's bye for now.
You've told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, 'cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me.